Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you. Please enjoy.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity tarot reading. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome. We do readings like this one, monthly horoscopes, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. Hello guys, hello. I hope you guys are doing well. Whether you are watching this at night or in the morning, wherever you are in this world, grab a snack, grab some water, grab your ganja, grab your wine. We are going to be pulling on Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Ooh, yes, white people tea. Yes, of course I'm excited. But at the same time, I mean, you know, it's karmic, don't you think? The whole union was pretty karmic based on how it started. If you know, you know. But we're going to be talking about all of that. And the reason why we're talking about it is because some news came out that some, you know, violence was going on between them. A picture was revealed of her having some bruising. I think it was Angelina Jolie, or I'm not sure who had the bruising, but it's not really looking pretty. And I find it quite interesting that this is not being talked about more in the media, but let this have been anybody else, like a Chris Brown or anyone that's not Brad Pitt, okay? They would have, let this have been Will Smith. Y'all saw how they really dragged out that slap? Okay. Y'all saw that, right? Okay. So y'all get where I'm going with that. But we're going to be looking into it. Why did the divorce happen? Where do they go from here? What they can expect going forward. So the card that jumped out for them is the Nine of Cups reverse. Wishes unfulfilled. Now, what I will say is Spirit is saying Angelina Jolie was the one that fell in love with Brad Pitt first. Like, it was love at first sight for her. It wasn't necessarily like that for Brad Pitt. Not to say that he didn't care about her at one point, but if I were to open up their chart, it would probably show that it was Angelina Jolie that was definitely drawn to him first. And that happens. This doesn't mean that he loved her any less. It just happens that way, where when you see your person, you just know that's your person. Okay? We have the Nine of Cups reverse. Okay. We have the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles reverse. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups that popped up. We're going to keep shuffling some more. Spirit, what do you have to say regarding Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's union? We have the Judgment. I'm going to just acknowledge the Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles showing up. A lot of cards are wanting to jump out. The Sun reverse. Okay. Show me messages for Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. What do I need to know in regards to their union? By the way, thank you guys so much for subscribing, giving these videos a thumbs up, and just giving me such a warm welcome. I missed you guys so much. I was away. I think I've been saying this in every video that I've been uploading, but for real, I just feel like it just feels so good to be connecting with all of you again. And I start personal readings tomorrow, or 22nd, 23rd is when I start doing readings again personally. So all of September is already booked out, but I will make an announcement probably on my social media when books will open again. I have like small windows when they do open. So if you guys do want to kind of keep up with that, be sure to sign up for the newsletter on the website. We are going to be sending out newsletters. I'm kind of adjusting and doing my best to try to send out newsletters because I'm still learning how to do it. And I also always make announcements on Instagram, and I am doing my best to moonwalk on TikTok as well. I will have all of my information in the description box down below. Please be very mindful of scammers, okay? Be very mindful of scammers. And that's it. Five of Wands for Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Okay. So now that I've gotten that all out of the way, we have to talk about how karmic this reading is. In a sense of these two people were supposed to be together despite how it came about. They were supposed to go through what they've gone through. They were supposed to have children. All of this was actually supposed to happen to help build up Angelina Jolie, but it taught Brad Pitt a very valuable lesson, okay? I am not here to say that Angelina Jolie is the villain and Brad Pitt is, or vice versa, but they both in this reading play a role in why this relationship, why the marriage didn't really stick, and why everything kind of just fizzled up and dissolved, and now they can't even look at each other, because even in this reading, there's a lot of resentment here. So we have the Nine of Cups reversed, as I'm saying, kind of like getting the vibe of, I thought it was going to be this way. I thought when we got married, it was just love at first sight. I thought that we would be able to be together for a long time, but I had no idea you were this way. I had no idea it was going to happen like this. I had no idea that everything that I thought that I wanted, I realized that I no longer want it. This is actually Angelina Jolie's point of view. And you know something? The feeling is mutual with the Emperor card here and the Two of Pentacles. It seems like they got in this relationship relatively very fast. It was very fiery when they laid eyes on each other. I mean, when we saw Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I'm like, Jennifer girl, just Jennifer Aniston, bless her heart. That broke her heart. That broke her heart. And it's crazy how Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt got together and, you know, having all of these kids and everything like that. Can I be honest and say in this reading, I think it's safe to say now that that's not entirely what Brad Pitt wanted. I do believe that the relationship happened relatively very fast, because then we have the Two of Pentacles reverse. Now, I think in the last reading I did for Kim and Kanye, the Two of Pentacles reverse kept showing up. Just kind of like having to make a choice, having to choose which route to take. It's showing up in this reading as well. I do feel like, in a way, Brad Pitt was having an identity crisis. So, Angelina Jolie, from her perspective, the Nine of Cups reverse, thinking that it was going to be one way, but it ended up being something different. Brad Pitt with the Two of Pentacles reverse, okay? Feeling that vibe of, I'm losing myself in this and I'm juggling so much. They both are beautiful opportunities. I have my family. I have my children. I love my family. I love my children. But I haven't. And you know what's interesting is saying that Brad Pitt, in a way, lost his identity through Angelina Jolie. So you guys know how before, okay, I'm going to use an example. Before Jay-Z and Beyonce was even a thing, Jay-Z stood on his own and Beyonce was a part of Destiny's Child. I can't think about Jay-Z without thinking about Beyonce. So what if they never got together, right? What if they never got married? Then maybe Jay-Z would have been Jay-Z still, but I would have never associated him with Beyonce if they have broken up. But let's say they were together like now, but they actually broke up in real life. I would still always associate Jay-Z with Beyonce. Not to say that Jay-Z doesn't stand on his own, but I can't really picture it without him. Just like this is the same thing in this reading. Brad Pitt stood on his own before he got with Angelina Jolie. Let's be clear, he did. And I do believe in the past he was snubbed from awards. He finally got an Oscar, yay, congratulations. But when he got with Angelina Jolie, it's almost like, well, fuck all the stuff that Brad Pitt has ever done. We're focused on Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt because how they got together was so scandalous, okay? So people cannot overlook that, or they cannot think about Brad Pitt's legacy without associating him with Angelina Jolie. And granted, that was your wife at one point. But there's something in this reading that I'm picking up on that Brad Pitt doesn't like that. He doesn't like that people dismiss everything that he's done in his career and they just say, oh, that's Angelina Jolie's ex, or that's Brad and Bradgelina, whatever the fuck they were calling them. And granted, it was a compliment at first, but considering all the work you've done to make rounds in the industry, that's all that you're remembered by. You know what I'm saying? And Brad Pitt kind of strikes me as someone that has a very big ego. Someone that, and you know, it's crazy. I looked at his chart back in the day. It was a long time ago in high school when I was trying to understand why him and Angelina Jolie got together. He actually has his son sitting in the first house, if I'm correct. If I'm incorrect, let me know. But he has his son sitting in the first house. The first house is like it rules your head and it's your personality, it's your body. You have the sun, which wants to shine bright, which wants to be seen, which wants to be in charge, which wants to be a star. He has that sitting in his first house, the sun, which is the biggest star in the galaxy. Interesting enough, when you look at Brad Pitt's chart, when I saw it, and I don't have the picture to show it what it looks like, and I'm not trying to make this a natal chart analysis reading, but he was meant to be who he is. So someone that has the sun sitting in their first house, they don't do well to feeling like the light is no longer on them, but it's on their love life, it's on their relationship. Even in this reading, right? Even in this reading, we're not talking about his attributes and what he's done and how great of an actor he is. We're talking about, guess what? Him and Angelina Jolie having a tussle and getting into what they've gotten into. So he has a lot of resentment towards Angelina Jolie. Now, I'm not taking sides. I will leave my opinion towards the end of this reading, but he has a lot of resentment regarding that. Now, I will say this. Angelina Jolie, she did her best to try to make the relationship work with the Queen of Cups here, right? The Judgment and the Sun reverse. I do feel like there was an affair that happened. It could have been yeah, an affair definitely took place. But that wasn't the end and end all for Angelina Jolie. That was kind of like the cherry on top for her. There was an affair that took place. But the divorce got so nasty because when Angelina Jolie was the Queen of Cups and she did her best to try to keep the connection together, Brad Pitt, in a way, was moving in his ego, or moving in his kind of like a midlife crisis, if you will, losing himself in the relationship, losing himself in being a father, and not being in touch with who he actually is. Because the relation itself with Angelina Jolie, it consumed him. So in a way, he ended up having resentment. I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I just know that I got with you, and it's like my life was like, it just went into this dark, dark abyss. And there's like this vortex or whatever, like in this dark hole. And I'm trying my hardest to climb out and just see myself, look at myself. So this is a classic example of losing yourself in a relationship, losing your identity. So notice how when they broke up or when they were separated, boom, he won an Oscar. He's trying to do roles. He won an Oscar for directing. He's trying to kind of get back into the groove of things, to kind of put a stamp on, I did that because I'm so much more than being connected to Angelina Jolie. But, okay, so here's my opinion now. Karma! This is karma. This is karmic, because had he stayed with Jennifer Aniston, this wouldn't have happened, because he wasn't going to lose himself being with Jennifer Aniston, but he was bored with Jennifer Aniston. And at that time, Angelina Jolie was just fiery and everything that he needed at that time. And now that he's older, he would have appreciated being with a Jennifer Aniston. But again, that ship has sailed. But yeah, the Ace of Wands reverse. Were they abusive towards each other? The Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. Yes, the world. And a lot more is going to get exposed regarding their connection and relationship. A lot more is going to get exposed. I do feel like they've been doing their best to keep it under wraps. And Brad Pitt is going to be seen in a negative light. Now, Angelina Jolie, like I said, she's a Gemini. She tried her best to rise above it. But when she found out that he was cheating on her, midlife crisis, not being happy, she stepped into, you know what? Fuck you. I'm here for my children, and I'm going to do everything I can to protect my children. She sees Brad Pitt as a narcissist. And these were two people that were in love with each other and broke the internet when they got together. So to see in this reading that they're in this place of no return, to see in this reading that this is where they're at, blows my mind. But then again, it doesn't, because of how they got together in the first place. But at the same time, I'm not going to say this was not meant to happen. Spirit is saying this was supposed to happen. This was supposed to happen. because this was Brad Pitt's lesson. More than anything, Angelina Jolie was going to be who she was. She was in crazier relationships, or she was in situations prior to that. She was always that girl. Okay? But she was meant to walk in the path of becoming a mother and a philanthropist. That was in the cards for her. She doesn't really hang out with a lot of people in the industry. She doesn't really like the industry based on what I'm seeing here. Brad Pitt, on the other hand, he's someone that wanted more industry friends. He wanted to make more connections. He wanted to shine bright. They were becoming they were not equally yoked, because they both had different needs. And Brad Pitt felt like, I gave so much of myself to honor the things that you wanted. What about me? And Angelina Jolie's like, you have fucking kids. How selfish can you get? How narcissistic can you get? And now you're going through like this midlife crisis type shit. And I'm supposed to be okay with it? You know what? Forget it. I'm going to raise our kids. I want a divorce. I want everything because you think it's okay to do X, Y, and Z. So the evil side of Angelina Jolie, that twin energy, that Gemini energy came out. So now it's like they don't even recognize each other anymore. So this is not going to repair itself. They're not getting back together. I'm not seeing it. I'm not even seeing Angelina Jolie getting into a new relationship. She's more so concerned about her health. She deals with anxiety. She deals with fear of getting she's connecting it to her mother. She realizes that she's looking more and more like her mother, or her mannerisms is becoming more like her mother. Some of the same struggles that her mother has, Angelina Jolie is facing them. She's doing everything she can to be here for her children. So I do feel like there's some health stuff that could be coming up the surface. Things are going to be revealed. All of this stuff is going to start coming out next year. Okay? Brad Pitt may not be seen in a positive light with the King of Wands reverse, Eight of Cups, the Hangman. They're going to do as much damage control as they could. The King of Pentacles, paying to create a narrative or to protect Brad Pitt and how it makes him look. Intuitively, no, Angelina Jolie is not innocent. She's not innocent here in the sense of she has a mouth on her. She probably, snapped at him. But I'm not here to pick sides. I'm just here to kind of see it for what it is. This is very karmic. Be careful how you get them, because it's how you lose them, is what I'm seeing here. And no, I don't feel like Angelina Jolie is going to be in another public relationship or marriage. She tried, and it fizzled out as it needed to. So she's going to be more so dedicated in helping children and helping people in need. That's where she shines. Doing more philanthropy work and not really being on everybody's radar. She is going to do a movie. And it could create Oscar buzz. She is working on at least one movie just to make some extra money. But she's more so focused on helping other people and distancing herself from Brad Pitt. But there is an agent of chaos coming in where stuff about their marriage is going to get revealed. And I do feel like Angelina Jolie wants to kind of pull herself away from that. And so does Brad Pitt. It's kind of like they're both running away from the shit that they both kind of did. And we're all going to see it, and there's going to be a lot of commentary about it. That's what it's looking like for this reading. I don't feel like there's going to be a part 2 on this one. It's just kind of looking like this ran its course. I'm not even seeing another profile, big relationship with Jennifer Aniston or anything. I'm not seeing that. I feel like Jennifer Aniston is in a good place. I'm not seeing that personally, but I wouldn't be shocked if it does happen. If it does, we'll read on it. We'll pull on it. But, yeah, guys, that's what it's looking like. This was a karmic relationship. Okay. There was a lot to offer, a lot to gain. But it fell apart as it needed to. And it seems like they're both seeing other people. Like, he's seeing other people. They're living their life and they're healing from what took place. Is what it's looking like. Anyway, guys, I love you guys so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this reading. Do you feel like this was long overdue? Did you guys always felt that they would stay together? Were you shocked when you heard about the divorce? Were you shocked when you heard about the fighting allegations and things of that sort? It's unfortunate. And nope, I do not see them getting back together. It will be a miracle if they do. And that's crazy to say that considering how it started. But then again, it's not so crazy after all. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye, guys.